This Global Money Week, watch as 6 Ghanaian youth take control. They will tackle financial issues that are impacting the youth whilst sharing their experiences and sparring on different topics. Students should not bother with the hustle of side jobs while they are in school. They should solely focus on the academics and
But
books.
I think first of all, for the sake of clarity, we need to make this debate a retrospective debate to look at how the past lives of students have been affected by these endeavors they have decided to partake. So in the past and even currently, when students decide that, oh, I need a side hustle to complement the money that mommy and daddy gives me, I need a side hustle to be able to afford the luxury on campus, it usually ends up at the downside. It's either they end up with a lot of debt before they complete school, or it is either they fall into a system of scams or frauds, or it is either they are not properly educated about the business they are going to partake before they take it. So there's this book, The Richest Man in Babylon. It says before you enter any business, you have to know about the business and you have to like the business. That is not the situation with a lot of students who want to make money. They want to make money because they've seen people making money, people who are out of school making money, and they are enjoying it, and they also want to do it. The incentive for a lot of students to want to make money is not a legitimate cause for them to be allowed to make money. We are not saying that students shouldn't have plans for the future or shouldn't write down certain things to goals and aspirations for the future. We are just saying that the instance where they are supposed to focus on their academics and their focus or their energy is diverted into other forms of side hustles. It could be legitimate hustle or illegitimate, something legal or illegal. So the person could be selling weed or cooking, or the person could be doing a legit business like cooking or selling of wigs on campus. Either way, there's a distraction as to the main focus they are supposed to take on campus. So if we weigh the downside, 1 out of 10 students who made businesses, out of 10 students who started businesses in school, it's just a minute fraction of them that succeeded in school and after school because of one, the level of literacy they get about the jobs they decide to partake in. Two, the amount of traction they receive. Three, the kind of clients they encounter within the school and within the other space. Usually when we are in school, we are quite oblivious to the kind of clients that are outside the school within the broader society. So these things cause a lot of detriment to the lives of students in the longer run.
So adding on, I would say that I had a friend in school. She's done with school at the moment. I'm still in school. So she was a hairstylist. Let's call her Princess. Princess was so good with her craft that she got booked even outside Accra. And here lies a case where she could literally skip midterms. She would skip lectures. She would skip even examination times just so that she could work this part-time job that she was engaging in a world where a student who is being paid for in school to get educated prioritizes business only because of money, like Tabel said. It becomes very problematic because when you look at the amount of time, energy that the lady is investing in her craft as to the amount of time and energy she's engaging in her education, it's very, very low. And the main priority for you to be in school is for you to be educated. A lot of students have focused on getting quick money, so much so that they actually don't focus on acquiring the necessary skills and knowledge in school. And this it becomes a greater threat to the whole society in itself, because you end up coming out with, oh, I'm a second class upper student, I'm a first class student, but you don't have the requisite knowledge and skills because you were engaging in other stuff that were distracting you from the main reason why you are in there. Mind you, most of these students, as Meritable said, are in school and they want these extra money is not because they need it, but because they want to be able to afford luxury. That is the main reason why they want to engage in these businesses. And if this is your reason, we say that it's not a very important reason. You can literally survive. And in fact, what we actually want you to do is to survive and to be able to thrive and focus on your book so that you are able to come out as a very, very formidable labor force for the country and your society at large.
Okay. I think it's a very good presentation. However, like you said, the survive. The bigger question is why the person is trying to involve himself in what is it?
Side jobs.
What?
Side
jobs. Yeah, it
hustles.
depends on your why. If you just want to do side jobs or earn some side income because you want to be able to afford luxury or something, then I'm sorry, it's not something for you. But if you are someone who, some people come from well-to-do homes, no matter what they want to do in school, their parents can provide. But some, even the school you attend, maybe you're on a scholarship or something. The scholarship, the money doesn't flow as often as you would want it. So you have to involve in, some form of activity to be earning some money to survive on campus here. So it depends on the home you come from or your financial situation as you are in school. But school is basically for studying. And then if you're able to make a lot of time studying rather than involving in other activities, cool. But if you can't survive, in school, how will you even learn if you don't have food to eat? So I feel students, there's a need for them to involve in some of these activities. However, I also think that being in school is one of the free times you ever have in your life. And then that's the time where you'll be able to learn from the outside world.
Yeah.
I for one, I was doing, I was in some activities to earn money while I was on campus. And then though my grades were dropping, I wasn't doing so well academically when I started that. However, it helped me in my after school because after school, no one is there to employ you, especially with most of the courses you are doing now. Some of them are not even accredited. So imagine you spend 3 years studying a course in KNUST that's not being accredited. You'll be toast. So when you come out of school, you may have to go to another school or you have to look for something to do. So I feel school gives you the environment where you can study and then be able to get some time to do some other activities, and then you shouldn't trivialize that time you have to do other things.
Okay, I'm for the motion.
Okay.
And then so with what you just said, I believe we are supposed to promote a system where students can have the liberty and the freedom and wouldn't be at risk if they want to focus on their academic studies and not side jobs. That is a system we are supposed to strive for. Other than that, a medical student at the University of Ghana Medical School, just the academic work they have to do. I don't know if any of you had an experience to do it.
It's very hectic.
Very hectic.
Or a law student.
A law student, absolutely.
Yeah.
If this person wouldn't be safe if he's not supposed to have a side job, then that is an issue. We should have a system where there will be enough scholarship, there will be enough people to support this initiative, so that such students can pay attention and focus in getting these knowledges and come out there. There should be jobs available, so that when this person come out, they can bring out this expertise and knowledge in this economy. So that's my point. It will be so much burnout, it will be so much issues. We will have so many grades dropping, the reasons being I have to do side hustle. Some people would argue for the point that they should go for side hustle because of the practical experience and the entrepreneurship. I believe we don't have in our culture here, even if you are working and you are studying, so many organizations don't appreciate study leaves, and they don't see why they should give you time to go and study or not come to work because you have a paper. So in such systems, I don't think it's safe for our students to focus on side hustles. The system is not right. It's not welcoming for such circumstances. So if that is the case, then students should focus on their books and then maybe just change the intuition that when you come out, somebody has to employ you. Think of entrepreneurs, because when you come out, then you can just move.
It's funny why sometimes you go as a fresh graduate and then not even fresh graduates, like me for instance, right? Aside schooling, I've done like internships, right? And the first question you be asked, what do you do aside schooling? like, what do you think? What answer do I need to give such an employer? What do you do aside school?
Extracurricular activities.
Exactly.
Okay,
I was about to say,
but then that is,
I'm in
that
the
is, but then that is stated on my CV. Yes, that is clear, right? I state those things on my CV. You get it. Now I apply for like one business development role. Okay, so I literally have to like talk about things that I do. What they were expecting from me is whether I know a little bit about business. I do any business on campus. Do I know much about marketing? Do I know much about customer relations and everything? You get. Now you talking about side hustle and everything. Okay, I feel like it's not only about like the braiding of hair. That somebody's hustle can be like, I'm assisting the schools, like I'm assisting a lecturer, a faculty to do a research. That is my hustle. Okay, maybe it aligns with where the person want to get to. You get it. Also, they want to live a luxury life. That is not the case. Okay, now that is you started like generalizing it, but then he came in and said that maybe because they want to like get certain skills, certain knowledge, or they want to also supplement their income, that little money in their pocket, because they believe that, oh, it's not that much and everything. He completed saying that what even the course that he took at some point wasn't accredited, and all of that, right? Then how do I then do something on my own when I come out of school? Okay, so I believe, you see, so I believe that as a student, you doing something on the side, okay, is really, really, really important. Okay. Even I wouldn't say, but I'll just draw my school, right? So I'm in Ashesi, right? And that is what we believe in. Like, you can't literally say you're schooling 2-4-7. Okay, what are you doing aside schooling? Now, no extracurricular. Yes, I mean, co-curricular activities can even turn out to be money on its own, because you have the media team, right? You learn those things, you do photography, when you see, and they try to use the student to do all those things, right? So I believe that having a blend is really, really, really good. Okay, it's really, really good.
NSC.
Yes, it's like my brother said most of the things. It's good to have a side job with the schooling, because if you read books always and you don't have any practical experience, it will actually affect you. And internship is also one we can also look at.
But
Even the internship, they'll tell you why should he take you? Tell us why we should. Yes,
I did my internship at JIDA, and then
you didn't go for any interview. They didn't ask you like.
I went for an interview, and those were not the questions. The questions were whether or not what I'm coming to do there aligns with the course I'm doing, or aligns with what I want to do outside of.
So tell me your future plans.
Yeah, so
and why would this work lead you there?
I studied PR, so I did my internship with JIDA under the public relations officer. So the question is whether or not, as I'm working with them, is relevant to me as a public relations student. You get it? That's how it usually is. Unless you are in the office where they need you to buy what. If not,
yes.
So it's good to have a side job so that you can get the practical experience, as I said. Because if you go through school and you don't have any practical experience, you don't have any connection, you see, doing side jobs gives you experience, exposure, connections, and practical experience. If you combine with the books, I think you are 100% to go.
Absolutely. But you see, the point is, should they bother?
It depends on
students should have the liberty to say I will work or not, and I'll still be okay.
The point
if you are doing that for a skill, that's fine. But if you should bother for a side hustle, that's an issue.
And the truth about the matter currently is that most of these students are not doing side hustles that are really invested or guided towards the academics. If that is the case, we don't have a problem. But here lies the case where majority of our youth in school currently are doing menial jobs, something that is far off from what you're actually studying in school. You would have a law student saying that, oh, I want to cook online. I'm doing that thing.
Cupcakes.
No, not cupcake. It's in a cup. they have a Ghana word for it. Abele was. And I'm selling it, she'll be, do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
They engage most, if we are truthful, most of your people in your hostel are engaging in menial things just for extra money. Do you understand?
Yes.
So much, it went so far that it had to come in the news that some ladies in Legon are engaging in prostitution. Do you understand? The only reason why we have students engaging in scamming is because they want extra money. It goes beyond, if we see the person who is doing it to survive.
It's not a side hustle. No. Yes, no, that shouldn't be a side hustle. No,
It depends on the person.
A side hustle led there.
Yes.
No,
I give examples of side hustles, legal or illegal.
No, what I see is that we all agree on the fact that there should be a balance between, and then the reason why you should have a side hustle depends on a lot of several factors.
You understand? So in conclusion, I would say that you need to focus more on your education simply because you need to come out as a well-baked cake for the society.
Yes.
However, if you want to engage in something that is extra curriculum or side hustle team, it should be something that should be connected to something that you are actually practicing in school and would benefit your academic engagement.
Have you heard where they are saying that now employers are not focusing on your first class that you are bringing? No, bro, like you telling me.
It's not about the first class, but your skills.
No,
do you understand? That's why we are saying that do things that are going to be in the space of what you are studying to get the skills and knowledge. So that not something far off only because you want to get extra money to survive or live a luxury life.
So that means we should do it. Like it's important.
Actually looking at things, if you engage in something that is close to your education, it's not really a side hustle. You get it.
This Global Money Week, watch as 6 Ghanaian youth take control. They will tackle financial issues that are impacting the youth whilst sharing their experiences and sparring on different topics. Don't be left out. Protect your money. Secure your future.